everyone and welcome to KYE Talks. I am Sonal Ambekar, your host for this interview. Know Your Entrepreneur is a digital platform where we talk to several entrepreneurs who tell us why they chose not to be stuck to the regular 9 to 5, but they wanted to do something different. They wanted to taste their passion. Momtastic Mondays is a segment where we interview mompreneurs, that is moms who are also entrepreneurs. One such entrepreneur we will be talking to today is Miss Nabila Malik. She is the founder of the Learning Hobby Center. In 2004, she began with teaching maths and science to school students. She went on growing the spectrum by adding English, Hindi, and social studies, then spoken English and effective communication classes, then Arabic and even Islamic studies. The recent update that she has made was an addition of a second wing of hobby classes. That's different, right? Yeah, so she teaches belly dancing, baking, candle making, flower making, soap making, jewelry making, and what not. The next thing she's coming up with is there are classes for teenagers, acquainting them with adulthood and its pressurizing demands. Isn't that awesome? Let's ask Nabila a little more about her venture. Hi, Nabila. Good afternoon.
Hi. Hi, Sonal. So
How are
nice to
you?
be here. Thank you.
Oh, it's a
I'm
pleasure for
fine.
us to have you here. So tell us, Nabila, tell us about the Learning Hobby Center.
This is a most recent update of my work front. I started with school studies, like you just mentioned. In Arabic was the major update that I had done, and it went well for a lot of years. And this has just in 2018, I thought of adding few courses which would help people connect with themselves in a free time, like there's dance, there's
Right.
flower making, anything which keeps you just releasing your stress and not like working all the time. So it helped me release my stress too.
Right.
So that's how I started with those classes.
Like rightly called, it is the hobby center, which is where like people can, pursue their hobbies. Hobbies are something that, relaxes each one of us. We all have several different, various types of hobbies, and they have such a relaxing impact on us. And it's
Yeah,
amazing
very
to,
important for us to have one.
yeah, exactly. It kind of builds a person's personality also, I guess, when they have like various hobbies and when they pursue them. You learn something from everything you pursue, even if it's a hobby.
And anything that you make on your own, be it a candle or a soap or a simple flower that is just used for decoration, it feels good because you have made it. You spend
Right.
time, you used your creativity, and there's something that you added onto that activity that has shaped up this way. So it's a good feeling.
Yeah,
Even dance,
absolutely.
you choreograph your own song after you learn the technique. It's a lot of fun. You can be lost in that choreography, in
True.
that dance, even if you're alone.
Right. I absolutely connect with it because I love dancing and I know the beauty it is, the relaxing effect it has on me
Yes.
whenever I dance. Like it's like a
Helps
stress
you stay
buster.
fit.
Yeah, it helps you
Yeah,
stay fit
very
and it's
important
such a
these days.
stress buster. True. So, Nabila, with this, let's start our Q&A session. So, my first question to you is, I know that you are a mother of two handsome boys. So, you tell us, how do you manage both the fronts, like being a mom at the home front and being an entrepreneur at the work front? How do you manage these both?
It's a difficult balance to strike, but then that's the rewarding part of it. When you're able to strike that balance, it's a very satisfying feeling. Like you're making your work and your career, your creativity, putting it to use, as well as raising your children well. When you see them developing, in the manner that you would have wanted, independent children. So, like if a mother is always around their children, it's not very healthy. Also,
Right, right.
little bit of lone time that the child gets with a teacher in a school, or even when a mother's working and they have to manage where to keep things, how to manage themselves. It's very important for children
Yeah,
to grow
absolutely. And
that way.
like you said, like kids learn from their parents. So when they see you, pursuing your dream, your passion, and doing what you love the
Yes,
most, they will also get the inspiration. Your own children will draw that inspiration from
true.
you to, follow their own passion. That is such a huge thing we all need to understand and, abide by. So our children, the next generation, will have such a bright future ahead. So that brings me
True.
to the next
What
question.
you need to actually have is that you need to be planned.
Right.
So you can balance your children's activities, be there for all their school events, and also carry on your work. I think all working parents would be knowing this. You need to be planned, you need to be organized,
Right.
and then
The
it's possible.
time management thing, like you have to
Yeah,
strike
yeah.
that balance there, right? Yeah. So Nabila, tell me what exactly was the motivation behind, starting this entrepreneurship journey, like having your own venture? How did you go about it? What made you feel that motivated?
So it's I always wanted to have things that I own because of my own like credit, like something that I have bought on my own is what was my driving force. I did not want things just given by other people. So
Right.
that was one thing, and the other thing was when I had taken up a job, although I enjoyed that job also, I realized that I cannot stick to schedules and timings. I need flexibility. I need
Right.
spontaneity in my life, work-wise also. So that's how I realized that I am not made for maybe answerability to somebody else that way. I like that job, but that's how I realized. I didn't know it till then. I took up the job very happily and all, but then I thought that no, this doesn't suit my
Right.
personality. So that's how all the things together, and income generation, there's need to everybody as an adult needs to earn
Right.
by themselves. So I mixed all these needs and came up with this.
Financial independence has become like an important thing in this era, right? For men, women, likewise. There's no difference right now
Yeah,
in that aspect, right? So,
yeah, yeah.
I'd like to know, like, what are the factors that give you a sense of accomplishment, like that gives you that kick, that gets you going in this venture? What is it?
Exactly, that's the flexibility, the independency, because I'm answerable only to myself. There's a
Right.
lot of liberty. Plus, I'm the owner. I'm the one who's responsible for whatever I do. So that gives me a huge kick. And also, the other aspect is I get to socialize. Every time I meet a student or their parents, interaction and seeing a part of their journey, hearing them. So that kind of bonding attracts me. There's income
Much.
generation, obviously, and also there's a very active lifestyle, and it helps me in wholesome wellness. That's what's important. The
Wholesome
running around,
wellness.
the and
Beautifully
different kind of
said,
activity.
Nabila. Beautifully said. The wholesome wellness, which I think also relates to the mental health thing that is going on currently, right? The wholesomeness is related to how well your mental health is, the well-being of you mentally. Very well said,
Physically,
Nabila.
mentally,
Yeah,
emotionally, spiritually,
right,
all of
right.
them.
In all ways, like not just like being well as in being physically well, but like being well in every aspect of
True.
life. Right, absolutely. So, see, now every venture that faces its own share of, barriers, obstacle, challenges in the beginning and throughout the journey. So, you tell me what were the barriers you faced in your journey and how did you overcome them?
I had to plan a lot. I had to organize my time. I had to, like, time management was the biggest obstacle for me because my children were small and I had to be there for them as well as, develop this plan
Right.
in my head. So that then having your lesson plans in place, working on having concrete lesson plans which you can apply. It's, even
Course
if there is a
design.
student
Right.
suddenly, yeah, code designing. That was it. Advertisement is a very big task for me. I'm not good at advertisement. My ads are very simple, and I don't put much effort into advertisement. So yeah, that's there. What I do is I just my name and my courses are there on websites, different learning websites, and people contact me. So
Okay.
that works for me. Like that works for me. I do not have to do much into going and looking for students. People who are interested and they contact me, inquire, and then we work it out. That works for me. So I'm bad at advertisement. And
Um,
otherwise,
yeah, tell me.
yeah, it's just the time management. I think that's the only task.
Very well said, I must say. So, let's get to the next question, which is like at this point, what do you think is required for you to achieve your business aspirations? I'm sure you must be having certain aims that you want to reach, your goals. Once we reach a goal, we always have another in our view. So, how do you think what is required for you to achieve those business aspirations?
I think I just need more time for free time slots. That'll happen only when my children grow and they have longer hours at school, because otherwise I cannot, there's a limited amount of time that I can dedicate to my work.
Right.
The other is dedicated to children, obviously. So that's one thing which will change with time.
Right.
The other thing is, I think I would need better advertisement if I have to reach more people. And I want, the major obstacle that I face is I need people, students as well as parents, or even the adult students that I have, to be more ready or open to online classes.
Right.
Because it's very suitable and very convenient for both sides. There's no traveling for either parties, and it saves a lot of time and energy. So I think online classes, I want people to see the advantages of, and not just stick to the traditional method of face-to-face classes works only. So there are people who, because they're as effective, the online classes are as effective, but people will be like, no, I want somebody in person. Otherwise, I cannot learn. I think that's a misconception that needs to change.
Yeah, like people need to adapt to this new digital era that we are entering. We have entered actually because of this world pandemic. The world suddenly became all digitalized. It was all digital.
Yeah, now people see how the world can function that way. Work from home is so much possible now. Every company can see that,
Right, yeah. The big companies have like literally told their employees that 2020 is not the year you come to the office. You sit at your home, you work from your home. That is how this world is going ahead, I guess. My next question, which is an interesting question, which is kind of, like has a personal side to it. So tell me, how has this venture changed you as a person? Like, not just this venture, but like being a mom while also being an entrepreneur. How has this entire journey changed you as a person?
It gives you a lot of growth and confidence. It keeps you open to learning and troubleshooting. Also, it gave me a very healthy and productive distraction at a very traumatizing time in my life. Otherwise I would have really lost myself. So it gave me a healthy, a productive distraction. It made me financially independent. It also helps me to merge happiness and work, because the things I'm teaching are actually the things that I'm passionate about. So I'm actually enjoying whatever I'm teaching. And there's newness, there's a lot of novelty daily, because there are new people I'm interacting with on a daily basis. Different students, different courses.
Right. So
monotony is killed.
Yeah, and a lot of us do not like that kind of monotony. We, like you said, that there needs to be some spontaneity too. Cannot do one particular thing every single day the same way. It gets very boring and you just don't feel like doing it.
I don't have time to get bored, because if a candle making student approaches me, then there's someone approaching me for belly dance. Then there's someone approaching me for language skills or Arabic. So I get to, use my skills and talents in different directions all the time.
Yeah, basically all the skills you have, you're putting it to great use, to productive use, to, also spreading that kind of knowledge and awareness among other people, adults and children alike. I mean, children will learn now, then only they'll learn the value of these things, right? So you tell me, in so many years of your journey, what are like the words of wisdom or a message that you would like to give to, the budding entrepreneurs out there? Who have ideas, who have the skills, but they're just scared to, take that first step to start their venture, because there's so much uncertainty and risk there can be. So what are your words of wisdom you would like to give them?
I think, like they say, dare to dream, dare to hope, fall, stand up again, learn. So basically, don't doubt the process of growth. You should invest in anything that you feel interested in but are not up to the mark. Take your time into that growth. Trust the process of learning and growth. And also, in many people's case, family may not support you. So you have to have the courage to just stand up for what you want.
Right. Very well said.
What you
Great, Nabila. This was an amazing interview. Thank you for coming on KYE and sharing your journey with us. It is really inspiring. I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs and also moms who, have that kind of skill set. And moms, to be honest, are super moms. They are the best time managers they are. The way they handle everything, only they can do it. So I'm sure a lot of moms will also, draw inspiration from your journey, and maybe they'll start something new. That will be just amazing.
You
Thank you,
have to have
Nabila.
time for yourself as a mother. You
Yeah,
have to have
right.
time for
Yeah.
yourself.
99% you're for your kids. 1% you need to be there for yourself, right?
So,
Yeah, thank you
thank you
so
so
much.
much for
Oh, it was our pleasure, Nabila. Thank you. Have a great day
thank
ahead.
you.